Addressing the latest threats in cybersecurity. Strategies for mitigation. Introduction. In today's digital landscape, cybersecurity threats continue to evolve, posing significant risks to individuals, businesses, and organizations worldwide. From sophisticated ransomware attacks to targeted phishing campaigns, staying ahead of emerging threats is paramount for maintaining robust cybersecurity defenses. In this article, we'll explore some of the latest threats in cybersecurity and effective strategies for mitigating these risks. Ransomware attacks. Ransomware attacks have become increasingly prevalent and sophisticated, targeting individuals, businesses, and critical infrastructure. In a ransomware attack, cybercriminals encrypt valuable data and demand a ransom payment in exchange for decryption keys. To mitigate the risk of ransomware attacks, implement robust backup and recovery solutions to regularly back up critical data and systems. Update and patch software and operating systems regularly to address known vulnerabilities. Educate users about phishing tactics and best practices for identifying and avoiding malicious emails and attachments. Deploy endpoint protection solutions, such as antivirus software and intrusion detection systems, to detect and block ransomware threats. Phishing and social engineering. Phishing attacks remain a prevalent threat vector, with cybercriminals using deceptive emails, messages, and websites to trick individuals into disclosing sensitive information or performing actions that compromise security. To mitigate the risk of phishing and social engineering attacks, provide comprehensive security awareness training to educate users about common phishing tactics and how to recognize and report suspicious emails and messages. Implement email filtering and anti-phishing solutions to detect and block malicious emails before they reach users' inboxes. Enable multi-factor authentication, MFA, or two-factor authentication, 2FA, to add an extra layer of security to user accounts and prevent unauthorized access. Supply chain attacks. Supply chain attacks involve targeting third-party vendors, suppliers, or partners to gain access to their networks and compromise the security of interconnected organizations. To mitigate the risk of supply chain attacks, assess the security posture of third-party vendors and suppliers before engaging in business partnerships, contracts, or agreements. Implement vendor risk management processes to monitor and evaluate the security practices and controls of third-party suppliers. Enforce strict access controls and segmentation to limit the exposure of sensitive data and critical systems to third-party vendors. Zero-day exploits. Zero-day exploits refer to vulnerabilities in software or hardware that are unknown to the vendor or have not yet been patched. Cybercriminals exploit zero-day vulnerabilities to launch targeted attacks and evade detection by security solutions. To mitigate the risk of zero-day exploits, stay informed about emerging threats and vulnerabilities by monitoring security advisories, threat intelligence feeds, and industry publications. Implement intrusion detection and prevention systems, IDPS, to detect and block suspicious network traffic associated with zero-day exploits. Develop and maintain incident response plans to quickly respond to and mitigate the impact of zero-day attacks if they occur. Insider threats. Insider threats pose a significant risk to organizations, with malicious insiders or negligent employees potentially compromising sensitive data or systems. To mitigate the risk of insider threats, implement least privilege access controls to restrict user access to only the resources and privileges necessary to perform their job functions. Monitor user activity and behavior using User Behavior Analytics, UBA, and insider threat detection solutions to identify anomalous or suspicious behavior. Provide ongoing security training and awareness programs to educate employees about security policies, data protection practices, and the consequences of insider threats. Conclusion. Addressing the latest threats in cybersecurity requires a proactive and multi-layered approach to defense, encompassing technology, processes, and user education. By staying informed about emerging threats, implementing robust security controls and solutions, and fostering a culture of security awareness and vigilance, organizations can effectively mitigate the risks posed by ransomware attacks, phishing, and social engineering. supply chain attacks, zero-day exploits, and insider threats. Remember that cybersecurity is an ongoing effort, and organizations must continuously adapt and evolve their security strategies to defend against evolving threats in the digital landscape.